With the CW coming out with a new show very soon, as in January 2016 soon, and it being called The Legends of Tomorrow, I decided that we should do a quick cast lineup to let you know all about the new superheroes and the old superheroes that are coming out in it. But I am going to warn you now, if you're like me and you already know all about The Legends of Tomorrow, there isn't any new information here. This is to get people that aren't aware of it to be aware of it. So first up, we have Rip Hunter, played by Arthur Darvill. Rip Hunter in the comic books is a character that travels through time helping fix and correct problems. He's eventually revealed to be the son of Booster Gold, but his purpose is to keep time on track. Can he do it? Ray Palmer, played by Brandon Routh, is the Atom. A carryover from the Arrow series, he is basically just an Iron Man ripoff who has a high-powered suit that gives him special abilities. But now in this series, it would appear that we're finally going to begin to match his comic book counterpart by giving him the ability to shrink down to the size of, you guessed it, an atom. Kira Renee is Kendra Saunders, also known as Hawkgirl. Another new character brought in for this show, she is imbued with ancient Egyptian powers granting her wings and seemingly superhuman strength. She is constantly being reincarnated throughout life due to a curse in which she will always meet the one that she is destined to be with, but never get to be with him or fear that she will die. In the comics, this has brought us Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and before you say anything, the situation of Hawkman, Hawkwoman, and Hawkgirl is very complicated, and from what we've seen, they're going to be keeping the original Egyptian revival storyline. So we may have to do a Hawk person situation over at Comicstorian itself. Sarah Lance, aka the White Canary, is played by Katie Lotz. She is another carryover from the Arrow series, as she was the original Black Canary in that world. From what we've been told, she'll be revived through the Lazarus Pits, which is the exact same way that Oliver Queen was revived, and she'll be taking the title of White Canary. Will she eventually meet up with her old friends? Well, I sure hope so. Victor Garter will be playing half of the Firestorm Matrix, known as Martin Stein. Now he is another carryover from the Flash side of the Arrowverse, as he teams up with Ronnie to become the hero known as Firestorm. But in the comics, there have been multiple people that team up to become known as the hero Firestorm. A current running theory is that Ronnie will leave the partnership, leaving Martin by himself, but we have also been introduced to the character Jason Roche. So maybe Martin will be teaming up with him to become the new Firestorm. Two more carryovers from the Flash side of the world are Heatwave and Captain Cold, played by Dominic Purcell and Wentworth Miller. In the Flash world, these are two villains who carry a cold-based gun and a heat-based gun. While villains, Captain Cold has them live by a code of conduct which places them in severe anti-hero roles more often than not. It looks like it's time for them to start working with our heroes once again. Lastly, we have a character known as Jay Jackson. Who is this? I have no idea, because he's simply listed as a former football star that was derailed from his football career by an injury and is now an auto mechanic. It's our current mystery hero, and once we get confirmation on him, I'll explain who it is, but my money is on a cyborg type character right now. Now our primary villain has already been slated as Vandal Savage, an immortal character from the comics that was altered by a meteor, making him the way that he is. He has a massive history in the comic books, but since we aren't 100% sure as to what his role is exactly, or what his plan is, or if he's even that old in this universe, we'll refrain from going deeper into it here. But don't worry, we'll be covering his comic book origins on Comicstorian very soon. It's also been confirmed that we're going to get both Oliver Queen and Barry Allen showing up as Arrow and Flash respectively. So overall, this is looking to be a very epic series. They've gone on record to state that this is basically a 13-part movie. I'm excited for it, and I hope you're more excited for it now that you know a little bit more about the characters. I'm Benny for CTV, and I will see you guys next time right here.